Okay guys, it's time for some Liftoff streaming. We're gonna try this once again. See if this actually works this time. Okay, here we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, this is a map called Podalunka? Oh, crashed right into the ground. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see if I can actually see the stream. I don't know what's going on. It says that I'm live, but I can't actually see the stream. Give me 1 second. I'm still getting set up. So if you're watching, just be patient. Okay, looks like I'm on. Alright, let's do this. This is pretty cool because I'm racing with several other people. Saturday night, and boom. Let's see what kind of lap times I can get. This is a cool racing mode that's called, oh geez, look at this. Look at how terrible is it. It's called Infinite Race, which means that you're, instead of racing for an entire race, you're really just racing for the fastest lap time. Which is nice, especially if you don't really know the map that well, kind of like I don't. Look at this. Look at this. Where is this marker supposed to be? Like, that's what I hate about these freaking garbage maps. Is that if people don't design them well, you're just kind of stuck flying on them. Look how high these markers are. That's not teaching you like good lines. You're supposed to be flying close to the ground. So look at that, 58 seconds. I'm in super dead last by a factor of 3. Oh, look at that. See, the marker didn't register. So let's go back. Going super slow. Let's see if I can actually beat somebody this time. Look at that, look at that. I keep missing it. It's in the freaking middle. Like, who puts that marker there? You see how it's like way over there? Like, where am I supposed to be going with this? Freaking garbage map design. Whoever designed this, garbage. Alright, so, sorry. Look how high that is. It's garbage, teaching you bad habits, garbage, garbage. Alright, let's go a little bit faster, but still terrible. Alright, let me reset this. Let's see if I can share this link with the bros. Give me a second. Let's see what this ends up doing. Posting it there for the bros. And, I don't know, let's see what happens. So. Alright. Okay, bros. Oh, God, look at that. Look at how terrible this flying is. Let's see. Can anyone actually see this? I have no idea. I really can't hear this because I turned my volume off, but it is broadcasting the volume. So you can hear the tones as I kind of go through the markers. These markers are garbage. They're straight garbage. Alright, this is going to be a decent time, I think, if I can actually hit these garbage markers. Okay, look at that. 29 seconds. That's actually much better. If you can see what the video footage looks like, and if it's clear, please let me know. I have no idea. This map is kind of interesting, but they still designed the markers way too high. So if you're just not joining me, we're on Liftoff. We're playing the map Podolonka, Podunk Town, whatever the hell this is. It's definitely drier than it actually is here in Texas. Here in Texas, it's super wet right now, which kind of sucks. I know some of the people, Ivan, Georgie, other people went out racing today. I didn't go because, one, they were racing super far away, and alright, see, excuse me guys, but this is what I'm talking about. I didn't hit marker. Let me just restart this slap. This is just ridiculous. Okay, so my best slap is still extremely slower than the leaders. So let me see if I can hit some full throttle on this and try to catch up. Okay, this guy just passed me up. Let's see if I can catch up to him. Boom, 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 boom. See, what happens is I'm really worried that if I go too low, I'm not going to register the markers. Which, for real life racing, you want to practice going low because you want to be low enough that you can always go through a gate. And I feel like these stupid maps are teaching you bad habits, but whatever. So, look at that. Crap. Okay, let me check on the stream, see if there's any. I have no idea how to even tell if there's anyone watching this. There's probably not anyone watching this. Okay, let me. If anyone can even just comment if the stream looks shitty. I mean, don't comment if my flying is shitty, because I already know my flying is shitty. So don't even worry about that. But if it looks shitty, let me know. I've tried to get the bit rates and the quality settings just right so that it actually streams. I had it at really high quality settings and it was like super lag. This new laptop that I have should be powerful enough and the game runs smooth enough, but I think it's either my shitty ass internet or I really have no idea what it was, but the streaming was only like picking up frames like every 2 seconds, which especially on this game, like you need like 60 frames a second, not like 1 frame every 2 seconds. It's just way too slow. So, look at that crash. Okay, so I'm in horrific 4th place right now in this shit-ass map on this shit server. Let's see if I can at least improve to 3rd. I mean, come on. These guys are actually really good. The people that normally play Liftoff are pretty impressive. I think they give a lot of our top pilots a run for their money. Especially some people like Red Sticks Rips. Flown against this guy, I just assume that he must be some kind of a top pilot. Look at that. Like, that's a pretty good lap, and I'm still only getting 29 seconds. Like, how are these assholes getting like 18 seconds? And there's one just like insane person that has like 13 seconds. Like, who is that guy? Really? Like, are they just memorizing the movements? I don't know. I feel like potentially that's all that's needed for these stationary maps. Look at that. Like, I mean, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it, and I'm still getting 28 seconds. Like, how can I get any faster than that? I mean, come on, man. Look at this. Look at this guy. Let's see, when I push it, I miss that shitty marker. Okay, maybe I didn't miss it. I don't know. I can't even tell. It's because I'm going so fast, I can barely even see what I'm doing. Look at that. I mean, I'm pushing it, and 30 seconds once again, because this is absolute trash. Okay, I'm gonna play this a couple more rounds, and we're switching maps, because this map is just garbage, donkey map, like whatever crap you want to say about it. See, it didn't register, like Alright, screw this. This map ain't cutting it. Alright, guys. I ain't doing this. Let's go back to the way. Pick another map. We're picking another map. This ain't gonna do. It is not gonna do at all. So. Okay. Let's leave this game. We're gonna get into another map, guys. Don't worry. I don't know. See my little face like at the bottom. I'm gonna try this thing. This is the YC Cup. Now it has Grasslands Pilot in there, and I know from playing a lot, and I mean a lot of Liftoff, that this guy, the other guy that's in here, his name is Totally Baked. They're both very good Liftoff pilots. So I don't expect to really give them much competition at all. Let's see what happens. Let's see. This is my first time playing this particular map, so just don't laugh at me. Okay, just go up, down, around. Like, what is this map? What am I supposed to be doing here? Okay. Okay, 30 seconds. That's garbage. It's absolute garbage because the real time we're supposed to be hitting is 12 seconds. Okay, so let's see if I can get something closer to 12 seconds. Okay, you see what happened there? I just crashed. A dirty crash. Okay. Look at this. This is a cool split S though. I mean, this is very similar to a lot of the split S's that we design on our tracks. And Battleground, which is a local chapter here where I live. And we fly in a wooded area. And we design a lot of split S's in tracks that are very similar to the split S that you see right here. So that's probably why I executed that split S so awesomely. Let's see if I can get a record-setting time this lap. 20 seconds. That's definitely a significant improvement, you suckers. But I still got a ways to go on the leader. The leader is like 12 seconds. Like, who is this freaking guy? I mean, what kind of garbage is he doing? He's obviously... And I mean, obviously got hacks. I mean, the dude's just running hacks. Running hacks all day, hacks all night. I mean, this is just, it's incredibly so. Alright, let's push some full throttle here this time. See if we can get up, at least beat the second place guy and best his 18-second. So I am really pushing it a little more this time. And see what I did? I missed that marker. Okay, that run would have been good for about 18 seconds. But oh man, he's down to 15 seconds now. So see, that's what happens on these maps. Is like just when you think you're gonna start beating them, they end up pushing out a time that's even better. So, like, as soon as I missed that gate, you might as well start over. Okay, so now second and third place, or I'm sorry, first and second place are now tied at both at 12 seconds, which is just complete and absolute garbage. Okay, and now first place is into the 11-second range. This is complete ridiculousness. So let's really try to push it this time. And I am really pushing some full throttle this time. Ah, let's see what happens. You push it too hard and you fly off track. And I just totally did. I mean, that was good for right around 20 seconds. I don't hate this little, I don't even want to call it a map because it's just entirely small. But it's something that's interesting, for sure. And some tight turns, which are actually good to practice, or real world practice. Okay, so I would have gotten about 18 seconds there because I screwed the pooch. I didn't get to like 23 seconds. So, oh, see, I missed that marker. That's all it takes. So sometimes whenever you're playing Liftoff, you end up hitting things that in a real world scenario would have counted, but since these markers are kind of precise, and that's okay, like it's teaching you good habits, like I get it, but I mean, come on, if you're close enough, like you're close enough, why does it just, okay, 19 seconds, a little bit better, that's my best so far, but I really have to get at least under 15 if I want to be talking about anything. This is just, these guys are just too fast. Ah! Okay, I would have beat 19 seconds there. But I missed the gate at the end. See, and that's what happens when you really start pushing it. You start missing things. And see how I missed that whole spot right there? Totally missed it. And that's why you really have to kind of know your rates in these situations. If you know your rates, then you can kind of accurately turn. You know exactly how much throttle, or really not how much throttle. You know how much yaw and roll to be able to make a certain amount of turn at a certain amount of speed, and that's kind of hard to calculate on a simulator like this. The other thing that's harder for me is that in real life, I see a lot of people on a split S on the way down applying a lot of throttle. Like they're pushing themselves down even farther than gravity can push you. And I have a hard time with that. Like I can't seem to get it quite right in either real life or on the simulator. I don't know how these guys are doing that, but I've seen people like Ivan do it, I've seen Miguel do it, and okay, like I've gotten myself down to 18 seconds and I'm still like second to last. Like these guys are just insane with the precision that they can muster. And I gotta start to wonder, like, is it my component? Is it my virtual component list? Like, is it my lines? I mean, because I feel like I'm going at a decent speed, but I really just can't seem to catch up. And I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna really try to push it this time and see if I can see what happens. If I push it, I'm just gonna crash. So what's the point of that? And see, there you go. I push it again, and then I turn too early. So let's really try to push it this time. And see, I missed the mark. Well, no, I didn't miss the marker, but I thought I missed the marker. Okay, I guess the guy's changing the map. Oh, Fab Lab Citadel, please, yes, please. I'll play some Fab Lab. I mean, that ain't gonna bother me one bit, one tiny bit. Because Fab Lab Citadel, that's my jam. Now you guys are about to see a real map. And, okay, let me start there. The thing about Fab Lab Citadel is it's very long and it's kind of complicated. And just like what happened there, when people try to join your game, you get like a split second of lag. And when you're really hauling it, that lag is enough to just like mess you up bad. I mean, come on. Why does that lag mess you up so bad? Okay, what's going on? Like I'm on the live stream, but I'm still seeing like the previous map. So what's going on here? Is it like, did I just fall off? I don't know what's going on with the live stream. I gotta say, I really don't know what's going on. Okay. So the live stream's acting kind of crazy. Okay, I'm on the board, and surprise, surprise, I'm dead. Absolutely dead last. I guess it's not that big a surprise, but I kind of wish it was. Really? Really? Okay, I'm about to start flying again, guys. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm just, you know, checking out this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm just trying to kind of gauge how many seconds behind it actually is. So let's take off here. I really enjoy this map, even though it probably doesn't really help you that much in the real world. And see what happens, like, if you go a little bit too high, you miss that marker. So I had to go back there. So this is probably not going to be my best lap. But here, this is a good practice for throttling down on your split S's. Now, it's very high compared to what you'd actually be flying on a real track. But you can really practice some full throttle. Not really tight turns, but kind of medium turns. Oh man, see, that would have been a decent lap, but I just totally smashed into that wall. Now these guys I'm flying with right now are some heavy hitters in the Liftoff world. They're all very good, and so that's exactly why I'm in last place right now. Humiliating last place. So is there a world where I can catch up to these guys? And that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm doing some of the stream. Okay, 27 seconds. That's an improvement by 3 seconds from my previous best time. See what happens, like when I try to talk and I try to push myself, I really just end up crashing, which is not good for anyone. It's humiliating. It's awkward. And I don't know. I'm kind of trying to just monitor what the stream looks like on my phone. I don't really know. I see some intermittent lag. I don't know if it's if that's my phone on my end, or if anybody streaming can actually see that. I don't know. Anyway, if you're not playing Liftoff, this is the best simulator in my estimation. I've played a lot of the other ones. I played FPV Freerider. I've played Velocidrone. I've played the old version of the DRL sim, not the new one. But this is the most realistic physics out there. It has also the quad configurator, or whatever you want to call it, where you can actually put your own parts on your quad. It's not quite as versatile as it sounds, but what you can do is adjust kind of like the power, the thrust, and the weight. So if you can really get a quad that's close to the weight that you actually fly at, and then you can adjust the props and the PIDs, so it doesn't have like a beta flight setup. It's not the most modern, it doesn't have like all the latest dynamic filters and whatnot, but at least you can adjust your rates and stuff like that. So if you can get your rates the same, and you can get your weight like an approximate, it's still not going to be a one-to-one, but it flies, you know, somewhat close to what your quad in real life is going to feel like. And I've heard some of the top pilots, like Limon, Ivan, aka Ivan, in my area, say that after a week of liftoff, when it was raining and he flew for the first time, he was crashing a lot. He's like in the top 1%, you know, so those people are all a little different. You can't really listen to them if you're just an everyday pilot like myself. I find that this helps me a lot. I do find that it takes me a couple packs to adjust back to how my actual quad feels. But if you get the rates right, it's not that jarring. Really, the jarring part is, and the difference is kind of like how your motors perform, because you're never going to find these liftoff motors to perform exactly like, you know, your Hyperlights or your T motors or whatever it is that you have, right? Because those things update so quickly that the liftoff developers just really are never going to be able to keep up. I mean, and we can't really expect them to. So if you can get the weight right, it'll be at least an approximation. Okay, see, and that's another example of, if I'm talking, it's harder and harder for me to focus on what I'm doing and to be able to get a top time. So I'm already at 25 seconds for my top time in this round, which has me dead last, but it's still a pretty respectable time, at least for me. I think my overall top time ever for this map is maybe 23 seconds. So I'm already kind of doing okay. And it's hard to go any faster. See, like, I'm trying to push myself there. I wouldn't have even beat that 25-second mark, but by just pushing myself that far, I just boom crashed. So if you're not on Liftoff, you need to get on Liftoff now. I recently got a new quote-unquote gaming laptop that had a much better graphics card than the Surface tablet I was using before, and that has actually helped quite a bit. Like, you wouldn't think it, but you do somewhat need some graphics capabilities to be able to run Liftoff properly. I mean, I was really running Liftoff in low settings on my Surface Pro 2. Now, that is kind of an old machine, but it did have an i5 processor and a 128 gigabyte solid state drive. So while it didn't have dedicated graphics, like, the specs weren't, you know, completely just dog turd slow, but it still struggled, you know. Like, I could run these blue maps okay, but when I tried to run like the map that's the stadium, where there's a lot of different pieces of graphics being rendered, like, it will just run so slow. I mean, like, ridiculously slow. Look at that, 29 seconds. It's terrible. Look at, I mean, see, I've already pretty much wasted this run. And there you go, I crashed. So, can you actually see me? Yeah, I guess you can see me in the corner. Now, if you're on the phone, you probably can't tell that that little tiny speck in the left-hand corner is actually my hand. So I'm gonna try to actually get a green screen and maybe make my head a little bit bigger. But for now, I mean, it's not like you really need to see me talking, but maybe it helps. If anyone's actually watching and you're listening, leave me a comment. Leave me a comment and tell me if you can actually hear what I'm saying. If you can't hear what I'm saying, tell me I'm being too quiet. And if you don't really feel like doing that, I totally can understand it. But I'm gonna try to keep this live stream going for at least a little bit in case anyone actually joins from the beers and bros and the bros and the beers. And look at that garbage flying. This is gonna be 35 seconds. Oh, 34. Okay, so I'm a fraction of a second faster than I thought it would be. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's do a little freestyle on this land. Okay, you guys probably are not familiar with this joint, so let's do a little freestyle. Dive the tunnel. Ooh, look at that dive. Oh, let's go up. Let's go out here. Let's go in all these little blue trees. Look at that. Dude. Let's turn around. Let's turn around. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Look what happens when you try to go full throttle. Alright. Back to the laps. Back to the laps. Here we go. Up. That didn't work. Alright, guys. I'm starting to get a little bit tired, so I think I'm going to sign off. But it's been fun. If anyone actually cares about watching these Liftoff streams, let me know. I mean, I don't know if it's very entertaining just to watch someone else play Liftoff. As you can see, I'm not the best at it. But, hey, I can at least let you guys see what it looks like to play, and maybe you'll find it interesting, maybe you won't. So, alright.